Hi everyone, my name is Barrett Kuhn. I am going to be taking over for John this week. I am also an instructor at Elevate Fusion Fitness down in the Strip District. I actually teach boxing just like John. So today I have a really fun HIIT workout planned. Everything is body weight only, kind of what you can find in your dorm room in terms of things that we'll need. So only thing we really need outside of our bodies is a chair or a ledge. If you don't have one of those things, I can show you an option once we get there. So each of our rounds, we do have 3 rounds today. Each of our rounds are 9 minutes in total. We have 3 movements that we're going to be progressively building on each round. So each of those movements will be done for 40 seconds, and then we get a 20-second rest before we move into that next movement. At the end of that 9 minutes, we will get a full 2-minute rest as I prepare us for that next round. Our first round here is actually going to be our lower body round. So we have some squats and some lunges that we're preparing for. We are going to start nice and simple. We're going to be down on our knees to start, starting here, and then walking our way up to a simple squat hold, and then walking back down. We're going to be here for a full 40 seconds. Our second movement is just a regular lunge pull. So we're going to work 20 seconds on our right, 20 seconds on our left. So we'll put that left or that right leg back first. We're here for 20 seconds, just pulsing up and down, nice and simple here, down to, up to, then we will switch to that other side at 20 seconds and pulse. Last movement of that first round is going to be a side lunge. So we are going to isolate first, starting on that right side, going down and up, nice and easy here. And then we're going to spend that full 40 seconds on that right leg, and we'll build onto that next round. So take a quick drink, get your mind right. You guys have about 15 seconds, and we're going to hop right in. Getting my timer ready. We get ready in 3, 2, down on those knees. Here we go, standing up, holding that squat, walking it back up, coming down. Again, holding that squat position here for just a moment at the top. Good job. We are already about halfway through this first 40 seconds. Good work. Keep working through that. We've got 10 more seconds here. Good work. 5, 3, 2. All right, stand it on up. Shake out those legs. We move on to those lunges, starting with that right leg out first. We have about 10 seconds here. We're going to dip down into that lunge position in 3, 2. We pulse up and down. Nice and simple. Remembering to keep our core nice and tight here. That knee is at a 90-degree angle, and we are pulsing. We have 6 seconds before we switch to that other side in 3, 2. Here we go. Switch it on over. Great work here. We have about 10 seconds left. Again, keeping that 90-degree angle, just coming up about 2 inches. Core nice and tight. 3, 2. Shake out those legs one last time. We're going to isolate that right leg first here on those side lunges. Still about 10 seconds left before we get back to work. Stepping out nice and wide. We sink into that right side in 3, 2. Here we go. Coming all the way up, isolating that right leg. Again, keeping that core tight, pushing through that heel. You should be able to wiggle your toes. And breathing out as you push up. Good work. We have just about 8 seconds left before we can shake out that leg again. We go there in 3, 2. All right, take that rest. We are back down to our standing up. We're gonna stand all the way up. So we come up to that squat position, squeeze through, back down, all the way down to the ground. So we're going through that full extension here in 3, 2, here we go. Standing up all the way, coming all the way back down, pausing here, pushing up through, squeezing that core nice and tight. Back all the way down. Good work. We got 20 seconds left here. Good work, good work. 10 seconds. Last one. 3, 2. All right. Shaking out those legs one final time. This time on these lunges, we are going all the way down and bringing that knee up or that leg up behind us. Men, if you don't want to work on that kickback, just go through a full lunge extension. In 3, 2, working through that right leg first. Kicking that back, squeezing through that side butt and that gluteus medius, which is basically just the middle of your butt. You got 3 seconds till we switch. 2, here we go. Other side. These movements don't have to be fast, just nice and controlled. We are already down to 5 seconds here. 3, 2, and we shake it out again. We are now back to isolating that side lunge. So we are working through that left side next. We still have about 10 seconds to catch our breath, get some water. Please make sure you are drinking water throughout this entire workout. We start that isolation on the left side in 3, 2, here we go. Again, breathing out. When you look at this from the side, it should look like you are down in a squat position, pushing through that heel. Good job. We're already halfway through this isolation. Good work. We got 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake them out. Our final time here on these stand-ups, we are going to add a little hop at the top. So just a little bit of a jump. You don't have to come far off the ground, but you have to land back in that squat position. So everyone back on their knees. We get started in 3, 2, here we go. Standing up, coming up for that jump. Good work. If you can alternate those legs, be sure to do so. If you need to take out that hop, when you come up to the top, just pull those heels off the ground. We have about 12 seconds left here. Good work. 3, 2, all right, shake out those legs. Whew. Feels good, right? We are now going to go into that final reverse lunge, starting with that right foot out. This time we're coming down and bringing that knee up. Down and up. 3, 2, here we go. Down, bringing that knee up. Slow and controlled, pulling that core tight as we're at the top, and sinking back down. Good work. We are gonna switch it over to that other side in 3, 2, here we go. Bringing that right knee up, Good work. I'm sorry I don't have any good dad jokes that I know John usually brings each week for these, but we have 3, 2. All right, shake out those legs. We are to our final minute of this round, and we get a nice long break here. We are taking it from side to side, no breaks. So switching over, we start in 3, 2. We're going right side to left side. Right side, left. Good job. Keep it up. Again, pushing through the balls of those feet. We are down to 15 seconds here. Good work. We get that break in just 5 seconds. This time it's quite long, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 3, 2. All right, take that break. Grab yourself a drink. I know I am. Woo. All right. So our next round is an upper body series. We are trying to work our full body this round. So we start with our first movement, an inchworm. Standing straight up, we are gonna walk our hands down and out to that plank position. Then walk those hands back up, standing tall. We repeat that for 40 seconds. Our second movement is just a regular push-up. So hands wide, plank position. We are down and up. If you need a modification here, drop those knees, going straight down and up. There's zero shame in the modification game. In fact, I could call myself queen of modifying, especially when it comes to push-ups. Final movement here. We have table dips. These are gonna be either on a chair, the edge of your bed, something that you might have in your dorm room. Unfortunately, the only thing I have here is my handy dandy bar stool. So, legs extended, we are coming down, dipping until those elbows are parallel with the ground, pushing up. Nice and simple movement. If you do not have anything to actually dip down on, you can still do these on the ground. You can push up into a crab position and dip those elbows down. This is what I will be doing so that all of you guys can see what that looks like. Otherwise, please use whatever you have available to you for dips, because my bar stool is a little unstable. So we have about 15 seconds left. We start with those inchworms first, and then like we did the last time, we'll be building onto each of these movements. We get started with that inchworm in 3, 2, here we go. Walking it out, nice tight plank, walking it back up. When we get out to this plank, we want to make sure that our shoulders are above our wrists. Protecting that neck and those wrists is important. Keeping that belly button to that spine. And using that core to pull you back in. We are already down to 15 seconds here. Good work. We get that rest in 5, 3, 2, woo. Good work. We are now to those push-ups. I will be working through the modification. If you can go up onto your toes here, please do so. Again, that modifier, we want to make sure our back is straight, our knees are on the ground, and we are pushing our chest all the way through. 3, 2, here we go. Anybody else become queen or king of push-ups through quarantine? I know I did. Great job, you guys. You got 15 seconds here. Keep pushing through. If you are on your knees, try to pop up off those knees for this last 10 seconds. We get that rest in 5, in 3, 2. Great work. All right, that next movement here, we have those table dips or whatever edge you have available to you. I'm going to be showing the modified version in case you guys do not have anything available. We push up into that crab walk first for these. 3, 2, here we go. Dipping those elbows down as far as we can. Good work. Great work. Keeping that core nice and tight as always. If you need to take a rest, we're halfway through this workout at this point. So if you need to drop down for 3 or 4 seconds, please do so. Push right back up. We got 9 left. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, take that rest. We are done with that first round. So we are back to inchworms. This time, when we are out in that plank position, we are gonna tap those shoulders. Up here, tap, tap. We walk out to that inchworm in 3, 2, here we go. Walking out, holding that plank, tapping those shoulders. As we are tapping those shoulders, we are trying to squeeze our core so tight that our hips do not move. If you need to widen your stance in the back to make certain that happens, please go ahead and do that. Taking our time here, we have 15 seconds left. Great work. Three, 2, all right. Take that rest. We now have tricep push-ups, which I 100% will be taking the modification on. When we do tricep push-ups, we keep our elbows tight to our body. We push through those triceps as we come up. We start in 3, 2, here we go. Pushing through those triceps, elbows nice and tight to that body. Taking our time on the way up and down. Squeezing that core as always. Again, keeping those elbows nice and tight the whole way through. Good work. So you guys can see from a different angle. I can't tell if you can see me from down here, but we got 9 seconds in these tricep push-ups. 3, 2, great job. All right, back to that final movement. We are in those dips again. This time, we are gonna hold in that dip and march those knees up to us. That means we are holding in the down position and we are marching knees up. If you are on this elevated surface, we are going to hold down, march those knees up high. So those elbows or those triceps are gonna be parallel with the ground. We start those in 3, 2, here we go. Bringing those knees in, letting that breath out, squeezing that belly button to that spine. Good work. Great job. We have 15 seconds left here. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good work. All right, we are to our final round through these progressive movements. Now on those inchworms, we are going to go into a plank up down. So when we're out in that plank, we go down to those forearms, we push back up. If you need to modify, you can walk out to that plank, come down to those knees, walk down to those forearms and back up, pushing up to that plank and walking up from that inchworm. We go to that first movement here in 3, 2, here we go. Walking out, down, down, up, up. Keeping that core tight the whole way through. Good work. We got 10 seconds left here. 3, 2. All right, great job. We are done with inchworms for the day. Thank goodness. I know. We are now into V push-ups. V push-ups, you are into a V, literally hanging your head between those arms and pushing through those shoulder blades. You are going to literally look like a V in the air. And as you push through, those shoulders are going to be feeling and taking the brunt of that work. So we push in to those V push-ups in 3, 2, here we go. If you need to drop down, again, these timed rounds are meant to wear you out. I'm worn out. I know you guys have to be. So just push right back up into it. Good work. We are under 10. 4, 3, 2. Great job. Last and final movement here. We have just a regular march with a dip. So if you have that elevated surface, I want you to find it. You are dipping down, marching, coming all the way back up, down, march, all the way up. Again, I'll be doing the modified version on the floor. Here we go. We get started on knee in just 6 seconds. We push up for that dip in 3, 2, here we go. Down, march, push up, down, march. Good work. Keep it up, keep it up. We want to keep that core tight through that march, dropping down, pushing up, dropping down, pushing up. Give me 10 more. Keep going. We got 3, 2. All right. We have a 2-minute and 30-second break here before we move into our final round. This is our core round. Everything is going to be based around the core. Again, building off of everything. The first movement we have is just a regular crunch. So we are going to be on our back, knees in, or knees up, feet just about shoulder width apart, arms up high, crunching to the ceiling. Those shoulder blades are going to be up off the ground the whole time. As we crunch up and come back down, we stop before our whole shoulder blade hits the ground. Our second movement is a plank. So we turn over. We are in this plank position. We are lifting legs, alternating those legs through that 40 seconds. Woo! Last but not least, we have one last plank here. We're going to do a plank hold, holding that nice and tight. Quite simple, 40 seconds. I'm going to give you guys the rest of this minute to prepare yourselves for this core round. This is our final round of this workout. I'm sure you're excited just like I am. So we have 9 more minutes left before we are done. Again, progressively building on each of these movements. All right, make sure you grab some water. This has been quite a doozy. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Keep pushing through. We have about 40 seconds left to rest. Good work, good work. We start in just 10 seconds with that crunch. Laying down into that crunch position, we start in 3, 2, here we go. Crunching up, squeezing our core tight, belly button to that spine. Letting that breath out at the top. We are halfway through this 40 seconds. Give me 10 more. 3, 2, all right, drop down. We go to that plank with the leg lifts next. I'm gonna do this one at an angle for you guys so you can see. We push up, hands high, or in that high plank, lifting those legs, alternating each time. We go there in 3, 2, here we go. Making sure that those shoulders are over top of those wrists. Good work. Halfway. Give me 7 seconds. 3, 2. All right, drop it down. We push it back up for that simple plank hold for our final movement of this first 3-part series. We only have 2 more progressive movements after this. Pushing up into that standard plank hold. If you'd like to do this on your elbows, please feel free. 3, 2, here we go. Again, squeezing that core tight, belly button to that spine. Great work. We've got 12 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job. All right, for this next movement, we keep our backs on the ground. We put our hands here next to our butts and we are pulling those legs up high. So opposite that crunch that we just did, lifting those legs. We start in 3, 2, here we go. Pulling those legs up. As we come down, we want to stop our legs before our lower back starts to pull off the ground. Usually around 18 inches, 12 to 18. Good work. We are down to 15 seconds here. 3, 2, all right, great job. Back to that other plank. We were just doing leg lifts in that plank. We are now going to alternate through our arms. So up high in that plank position, our feet are going to be a little wider here, pulling those arms up and alternating. We start that in 3, 2, here we go. Even if you can only get it a little bit off the ground, give it a shot. Squeezing through that core, you're gonna feel that up top here through those top obliques and through the top of those core muscles, similar to the muscles that you used for those crunches, but this time you're feeling a lot more extension. Keep pushing through. You've got about 9 seconds here. 3, 2, all right, drop it down. To add on to our standard plank, we are going to dip that hip down to the right side. So we are going to be right side only here, pushing up. What that looks like, dropping that hip down, bringing it back to center, and just continuing through that right side. We get started in 3, 2, here we go. Again, dipping that hip down to the right. Keep working through that. Using that breath to suck that hip back up into place, squeezing through that right side oblique. You've got about 12 seconds left. 3, 2, all right, take that rest. We have moved into our final round of these progressive movements. We are going to combine our crunch and our leg lift here, taking those hands above our head and pulling those legs together, crunching at the top. We start there in 3, 2, here we go. Again, legs down, coming up together, crunching at the top, lowering those legs and arms at the same time. Again, remember, if that low back is starting to peel off the ground, don't put those legs down as long. We want to make sure we're protecting that low back. We've got 5, 3, 2, rest. Great job. Only 2 more movements left in our workout for the day, which is so exciting. We are back in that high plank position this time. We are going arm lift, leg lift, leg lift. Starting in 5, and 3, 2, here we go. Arm, arm, leg, leg. Notice I'm breathing loudly. I'm actually exacerbating that breath because it engages our core more. It pushes that oxygen to those muscles so that they are able to work better and more efficiently. We are now 40 seconds. Down to 20 seconds, halfway through this 40 seconds. Under 10. Keep alternating through. 3, 2, down. All right, you know what's last. We're working through that left side dip, pushing up into that plank position and isolating that dip with the left hip, dropping it just down to the ground and sucking it back up to center. We push up into that plank one final time here in 3, 2, here we go. Halfway. Keep pushing. Here we go. We've got just 10 seconds left of this workout. Keep using that core and that left side oblique to suck that hip back up for just 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Awesome job today, y'all. I'm wiped out, so I'm hoping that you enjoyed that as well. I am pretty sure John will be back next week. We hope that you guys are enjoying these videos, using them to kind of keep ourselves sane throughout this crazy time. I know a lot of you are experiencing a lot of different things with your school experience, so wishing you the best. That is all we have for you guys this week. I hope you have a great one.